Vegas bitch smokes with their child around and refuses to listen to casino rules. So this is actually a story from my dad because I'm underage and not able to gamble. So my dad was at one of the $1 to $2 gambling tables, mostly for fun, and I was in my hotel room with my brother and sister. My dad is there with 2 other people, and then this woman apparently approached the table and wanted to join. There was a small problem with that. She had a daughter that looked like she was 6 years old. The dealer then said she couldn't join with her daughter with her. She apparently got pissed and said that, well, my daughter isn't the one gambling, how does it harm her? The how does it harm her part was hypocritical because the daughter was getting exposed to second-hand smoking from her mum. The dealer and the bitchy mum got into a fight and the Vegas bitch eventually got taken away by security. Not sure what happened to her after that, but I guess we'll never find out because it's not our business. Mum disapproves of who I get to babysit. Hello all, I'm an adult, married and have 3 kids. I clash a lot with my mum, who pretty much disapproves of my parenting choices. Big surprise for some, right? She lives on the other side of the country and feels like she can lecture me about how often I go out. When my wife and I were going out one time, my mother was convinced that the babysitter was going to put my oldest in a crock pot or the oven. It was my birthday recently and my wife and I were going out that night to celebrate. My mum called to wish me a happy birthday and asked what my plans were, and I told her. She started going off with her usual, how do you know the sitter? Do they have kids? How long are you going to be gone? Do they have a history of violence? It's really frustrating. If I push back on her questions, it becomes, I have grandparent rights. I'm entitled in a say in their life. Or I'm your mother kind of crap. The only solution she approves of babysitting is my sister, who lives like an hour and a half away. She also complains that I go out too often. We make it out like once in 6 weeks. It's frustrating. Ian takes my Playboy magazine for her kid. This was in 2002-2003 when Hugh Hefner cared about his company. I was reading an interview. I can't remember who it was, but there were people walking by and one whale of a woman caught my eye. She stopped, stared at me and shouts, "Hey, what's that you have?" I say it's a Playboy. Why? She says, "Give me it. My son's always wanted one." Her son looked around 12. I told her he looks a bit young. This is for 18 men. Which I wasn't, but enough about me. She enters my garden and snatches it out of my hands, ripping the centrefold out, which was Gail Olsen. Definite lovely picture. I have to chase her down the street, which wasn't hard as she couldn't run fast at all. She was as large as a whale and I caught her and took it back. In the end, I had to send it off to repair. If you're wondering what issue it was August of 1968. Ian wants half of my class out of my school. So in the same year as she came, she invited every 3rd grader in our school. Mind you, she didn't know all of our class names yet, to her birthday. From around 100 students, only 15, plus 5 of her own friends, actually came. And only me and a friend of mine came from our class. Enter entitled mother. Looks like if 90-year-old man had sex with a broom on the day of entitled kid's birthday, she was angry that we didn't come with a dress code she said on the phone with the parents. So I gave my present, the $20 doll, and entitled mother didn't accept it for being too cheap and didn't allow us doing basically anything. It was bad. Story number 2. So 2 years have passed and we see what sort of bitch she is. Everybody was bad with her, especially me. So what entitled mother thought it was smart to tell the principal that me and every single one of my friends should be expelled from the school. The principal laughed and said no. So Ian called my grandfather after that. Where did entitled mother get my grandfather's number from? A single call from over 2 years ago. 2 years ago. My grandmother picked my grandfather's call, and when she learned that it was entitled kid's mum, she wasn't too happy and blocked the phone. Story number 3. So 2 years after that, I stopped talking and even looking at her. My friends did the same and she was not happy. She told her mum, and I, of course, was the guilty one for not doing anything. She had the nerve to tell me that I was bad for not doing anything. 3 of my best friends left the school because of her, and at the end, she asked me to say sorry for nothing. I didn't say anything. But it's a Christmas present. So my little 5-year-old son asked if he could sell his Paw Patrol toys, he has loads, to raise money to buy Lego Batman kits. Okay? So posted ads on Facebook for him. Received a message from entitled mum. How much for all the vehicles? Vehicles being sold £5 each. There are 17 of them listed. At £5 each, that would be £85 in total. Can't you do it cheaper? It's for my baby's Christmas present. No, sorry, as my little boy is selling his toys so he can buy new ones. Why not buy a couple vehicles instead? I can do £20 for the whole lot. I can do £20 for 4 vehicles. Which ones do you want? This is for Christmas. Okay, bye-bye. I'm not responsible for her or her kid. My kid comes first, and I'm teaching him that if he wants more toys, he has to sell off old toys that he doesn't play with anymore. Trying not to have an entitled child.